Well, hello, my friends. Welcome to Granny B's house. Are you having a good day? Oh, I hope so. I'm having a pretty good day, and I'm just wondering if you're remembering to be kind to the people around you and to do all those little things that we know can make this world a better place. I bet you are. Well, what if you're doing nothing? Nothing to do. Maybe you're off school for the day, maybe it's a Christmas break, a winter break, and maybe you have nothing to do. How can you have nothing to do? Well, this book is going to tell you about some things you might want to do. And I just think it's the most wonderful book. It's called Nothing to Do, and it's written by Douglas Wood and illustrated by Wendy Anderson Halperin. And oh my goodness, all the things you can do when there's nothing to do. Let's talk about it. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see them all. Ooh, there he is with nothing to do. Once in a while, along comes a day when there is nothing, absolutely, positively, nothing to do. And isn't that great? No school, no homework, no little league, no dance class, no play rehearsal, no soccer practice, no computer camp, no anything. Just a white, empty space on the calendar. Of course, some people get a little worried about these spaces. These people are very nice and wear big shoes, but we'll think about them a little later. But what do you do when there's nothing to do? Well, I have heard stories, wonderful stories, about taking off your shoes and walking through green grass or mud in your bare feet, or making toy ships out of sticks and sailing them across a puddle that somehow seems as wide as an ocean. I've heard about lying on your back and watching clouds turn from dinosaurs into crocodiles, into dragons, into bears, into butterflies, and into clouds. Or lying on your stomach watching an ant carry something 3 times bigger than he is while you wonder, how can he do that? And what do ants eat for breakfast that make them so strong? I've heard of making a paper airplane do loop-de-loops and barrel rolls in the soft summer air, then land smooth as butter on bread. Or building a fort, a secret place where no one can see you because you can't see them, and surviving for hours on peanut butter sandwiches and lemonade. I've heard about catching fireflies on a warm evening and putting them in a jar until you have 2 hands full of gold, then letting them all go. I've heard of swinging until your toes touch the clouds, or hanging by your knees like a monkey just to find out how monkeys feel. I've heard of climbing a good tree that's been waiting all its long life just to be climbed by you, or finding a quiet spot and reading your very favorite book, and then reading it again just because it's your favorite. I've heard stories about exploring places that need to be explored, about making angels in the snow, or building igloos or caves, or sledding, or tasting icicles, or throwing snowballs, or making round, fat men with orange noses and old hats who smile at everyone. Why, I've heard of swimming and building sandcastles and hopscotching and jump roping and running and throwing and bouncing and painting and drawing and playing with toys and puzzles and dolls and games and puppies and kittens and hamsters and gerbils and doing cartwheels and doing somersaults and doing, well, sometimes just doing nothing. And maybe one of the best ways to do nothing is to show someone else how to do it with you. Maybe even someone with big shoes. Just to remind them that sometimes doing nothing is the most important thing in the whole wide world to do. Oh, what a good reminder. Ooh, you know, we get so busy. We get busy with things we think we have to do, and we get busy with other people's things we think we have to do. And what about sometime we just don't do anything? I don't know. Granny B's not very good at doing nothing, but there were so many good ideas in this book that I'd like to do. How am I ever going to be able to do nothing? Well, I hope whether you're doing nothing or whether you're busy with doing something you love, that you'll come back and see me sometime, because Granny B loves you, and Granny B wants to read you another story. Okay? Bye-bye.